Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, January 5th, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy New Year. Let's make it the best one yet. If you're new to this podcast, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. I'm also on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. I'm also on Facebook under my business page, Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium. And for those of you returning every week and listening to me on every platform, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I know I say that every week, but it really is honest. I mean it. So thank you. And if you're on YouTube and what you're about to hear connects with you, please like, subscribe, and share, everybody, everywhere. Please do, because I do this to serve. I do this to help. And so it's a wonderful way to serve because it's free. So if you feel it would help somebody else, please do share. Now you may hear in the background the heater's on. It's very cold here. I'm in New Jersey. And I know that content creators love to turn down the heat or turn down the air, but I just want to be warm and toasty while I talk to you today, okay? So please, if you do hear it, ignore it and just listen to the wonderful sound of my voice. All right, today's topic, it's already done. It's already done. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, whatever you emanate out, it's already done. It's already yours, and it's trying to come to you. The universe just responds to what you put out. It's just doing its job. It's non-emotional. It doesn't judge. It doesn't think about what you deserve or what anyone deserves. It just responds to energy. So the important thing, the most important thing, is to understand that, but also to have clarity. As you start this new year, get very clear about what you want and know it's already done. So if it is making more money at a job, declare it as done. If it is wealth in a larger way, and don't go small. I have that issue myself that I'm working on currently. I was just working on it yesterday. I'll be working on it today. Where I tend to go smaller. I tend to not ask for larger and not try to align with it in the way of wealth. I do it easily with health. I do it easier I think I do it easier or I adjust more easily about asking for what I want in the personal relationship way. But in wealth, I tend to, because I was taught through religion, upbringing, beliefs, perceptions, that when you're a good person, when you're serving mankind, you shouldn't want material things. You shouldn't want wealth. And so you may have heard, and you may have an opinion about it, pastors such as Joel Osteen and others that have wealth, and they're often so judged. Now, yes, you can observe, and you can think, yes, perhaps, if there is a storm in your town, you should open up your church for shelter. Maybe that is the right thing to do. But I always say, personally to myself, and if others ask my opinion, I always say that I'm not with them. I'm not in their mind. I'm not in their intentions. You only can hope for the best with people, and you really should try not to judge. Now, in the past, Reverend Osteen has said that his wealth comes from his book sales, not from the church. I can only take him at his word. As I said, I'm not in his heart. I'm not in his soul. I'm not in his mind. That's between him and his energy, his karma, the feedback he gets from the universe. I like to say not my business. It's really not my business. But yes, we do hope that those who have the most wealth will use it. And I may be rambling. If you're new to this podcast, I ramble. I have no script when I get on. I think I used a script 1 or 2 weeks, a couple of months ago, and nope, I'm back to rambling. But I saw this yesterday, and it was a fine point. There are billionaires that don't donate. They don't donate to hospitals or food or things that usually people want to. I am so happy and gratified when I donate to charity. And you would think, I know I would, the more I have, the more I give. And that's really the way it's supposed to work. But some who are very wealthy will just continue to accumulate wealth and use it for their own personal toys, their own personal gratifications, and not really do for mankind now sometimes. We don't know what they do. We're really supposed to give anonymously. But yes, you would think that there would be a name on something, because the ones that are written about tend to like to be in the spotlight. So if you're in the spotlight, you're probably going to have your name on something. Now, should we judge that? No. But what it does, and I spoke about this perhaps a few weeks ago, what it does is it gives us the understanding of who we are. You know that if you were a billionaire, how you would be, right? And that's just information for you. And let them be who they are. And don't resent them. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them control how you feel. You are in control of how you feel. And knowing who you are and seeing examples of how you want to be is very important. It's very valuable. Now back to our topic today. It's already done. If you want to be a billionaire, and we'll use that as an example, do you have to be a billionaire? Of course not. Some people do not want to be, and that's okay. But let's say you wouldn't mind it. When you hear somebody becomes a billionaire through the lottery, you go, oh, I wish that were me. Well, okay. Then ask for it. It's already done. It's already wonderful. Don't put negativity on it. I heard some of you right now in my intuition do that. Having more money does not bring more problems. It doesn't bring you happiness, but it does make life easier because it is tied to financial freedom. It's tied to freedom overall. So it's all right to have wealth, all right? So let's say that you would like to ask for that. It's yours, but you have to be ready to receive it. You have to know it's yours. You have to feel it done. You have to let money flow in your life. I've been following a wonderful person I'm not ready to name yet because I just discovered them. The universe brought me to them. They're a coach. They're a teacher. And they're very wealthy. They're a millionaire. They're not a billionaire currently. They're a millionaire. I want to giggle. That's all right. But they love to coach women about using energy. They understand energy and how what you put out, you get back. And they're a wonderful reinforcement. I love reinforcements. I reinforce every day what I teach for myself, reminders, because it's work, not bad work, good work in perfecting manifestation, perfecting attraction, perfecting designing your ideal life. So she would say that money has to flow. She keeps money in her wallet for tip money, just once, and that's okay. I do that too. If I don't have it, I usually hope that I can put it on an app if I'm going through a drive-through or something like Starbucks or Dunkin'. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Oh, by the way, that's coffee places in the U.S. if you're not listening from the U.S. I would like to think there's Starbucks everywhere, right? But when I go through, we use my app to get my stars through Starbucks, but I also always tip, or I'll tip on the app. And I like to tip like with ones on me. Now, that's so simple. $1 or $2. And that is flowing money. And what you put out, you get back magnified. If you were to say, I have to keep my money, I have to save my money, I cannot spend it, then you're telling the universe that you have lack. And it will continue to give you lack. And you can do it in small ways, and you can let prosperity flow in larger ways. So if you really want something, you should go and figure out a way to get it. There are installment payments. There is a way to figure it out. She would tell you, and I would too, to invest in yourself, to always be trying to put yourself in a position to align with what you've asked for. So those who are wealthy, most of the time, they are aligned with that wealth. They feel it before they see it. They know it before they see it. They know it's already done, and they're walking around like it's already happened. I've said this to you before. I'm going to say it to you a lot. You have to feel it's already done, even if you don't see it with your naked eye. Now, there are people around, and I'm sure occasionally are one of them, that will say, and it often comes off as negative. Well, yes, I can say it's already done. I can feel it's already done. I can know it, but where is it? You can't look for it, because divine timing is of its own timing. It's going to plop in when it's ready to do that. It may be instant, and we are moving towards instant manifestation. People can do that. It may take months, it may take weeks, it may take years, but it's done. It's already on its way to you. No matter what it is, if it's about a relationship, it's about new friends, it's already on its way to you. All you have to do is open up to it. I was recently working with someone that wants new friendships, that wants to be a part of more parties and fun. It's done. But the blocks are there. The blocks to, do I deserve to have it? Am I worthy? Am I good enough? Yes, you are. Just by the fact that you were born, your very birthright is to have whatever you would ask for. But we have to know it. We have to believe it. We have to embrace it. We have to walk around with what I call a mojo. It's ours. So, when you see something, it's yours. And say to yourself, I'm in the process of having it. And then feel yourself having it, no matter what it is. And walk around happy. Walk around in joy. Now, heaven's been talking to us. Massively talking to us, because we're in a time. We're in a time of greater adversity. But heaven knows the answer to how to tackle that greater adversity. That's love. And love is right there with gratitude, with joy, with seeing the blessings. Walk around and do that. Feel love for your fellow mankind, or at least don't feel hate, anger, resentment. Now, we all have moments. In my previous podcast, I may have mentioned that I saw an interview recently with the great author Neale Donald Walsch. And he is a very ascended person. He's very, some would call him very woke, all right? But he would even tell you that he's on just the second yard line going into the touchdown zone, the end zone, of being fully evolved, fully there in a place of love. Yet he is a famous author for channeling from God just about that. I had a moment this morning before I got on where I was cranky. I was poked. And, you're in the moment of it. I wasn't cruel. I was more frustrated. I get frustrated. I don't like being lied about. I don't like someone projecting onto me how they feel and saying it's me. And that happened again today. I'm like, nope, not going to have it, because I'll own it. I own who I am. I'll say, yeah, you're right. I need to change that. So when someone is misrepresenting me, it stokes me. Now, thankfully, I think that it's personal. It's not professional. I don't have clients that do it. Not in a very long time. There used to be an issue. I'm digressing now, but years ago there used to be an issue where clients would think you're spiritual, so I can vent to you and you take it, and I can be disrespectful. I can blame you for my life, and you're spiritual, so you've got to take it. And no, I don't have to take it. I don't have to be your target. So I would let clients go. I would be, no way. I'm not going to have it. And it happened very infrequently. But when it happened, I responded. And then this makes me giggle. One in particular tried to come back. Oh, yeah, I did that, but aren't you over it now? No. It's not that I'm holding a grudge. It's not that I'm angry. But I'm not going to have you disrespecting me when I'm trying to serve. And I'm a human being. And no human being should be disrespected. And just because of the work I do, I wonder, I don't personally interview them, but I wonder if priests go through that, pastors, ministers, counselors, I'm sure, might, other, licensed therapists perhaps, just because we're in a role of aiding you and facilitating healing doesn't mean that we have to take the brunt of your pain. Your pain is within you. We're there to listen. We're there to give advice. We're there to give healing tools. But we're not there to be a board for you to throw it all like a dagger at us. You understand? No, don't allow that from anyone. Even if they're family, no matter who it is, don't allow it. Here's the hard thing that I've been going through. Over months, when I don't have it, I'm quiet about it. I don't go and I don't bash people to other people. I don't. If you've done, something that is disrespectful to me, I'm not going to go and talk about you behind your back so much. I try not to. I try to be higher consciousness. That's not always easy, because you literally have to let people believe a story that's not true. You have to allow karma to happen without wanting it to happen. You have to step back and allow justice to occur without wanting it. Because if you want it, then you might get some ramifications yourself that you don't want. Because I don't want anything bouncing back to me. So you have to live your life with the assumption that people might not know a true story and not do a thing about it, but live in faith. I live in faith that those who really do know will be there, that will come through, that will defend your honor in rooms you're not in. But there are humans out there. Human species don't always live according to their higher cause. And so that is the great challenge that I've had in recent times. Over, as I said, months, years, recent times, where keeping quiet when you naturally want to defend yourself. Even if no one's asking you to defend yourself, you just kind of want to put it out there. But then, why are you putting it out there, right? Because people should know you. They should know who you are. They should know truth. They should defend truth. And so, I'm happy with who I am, and that part of me that does stay quiet and let things just flow and let people be who they are, because that's evolved. That's where we're all going, and not get into the drama, the gossip, the backstabbing, the lies. I can't take lies. Don't ever lie, even if it's a white lie. I can't do it because it eats away at my very organs. It does. I can't. So do know that I will never lie to you because it just eats away. And I just try to be the best version of myself I possibly can. But yeah, this morning, like Neil Donald Walsh, I had a moment. And I felt it within me, just resentment building up. So today, while working on this Sunday, I have to catch up on some work. I'll be working on that feeling too. But I digressed. But when I digress, you're all supposed to hear this. So hopefully it does connect with someone who's hearing that. Now back to the topic. It's already done. So let's say that I want financial freedom entirely. That kind of freedom where you don't have to think about it. If someone says, hey, you want to go to Bora Bora with me? I go, yeah, book it. And you don't think about the cost. You don't think about the time. Do you have the time? You don't stress about it. You just know you can do it. That's what we all deserve, right? We all deserve it. You deserve it. Please know you deserve it. So here's the thing. You have to know that you're that person now. So you walk around feeling and thinking that you're that person now. It's like playing a part. People don't like it said this way sometimes to spiritual experts, but it's really fits. You have to fake it before you make it, kind of thing. You have to know it's done before you see it, that feeling. And when you do that, you've set things in motion to come to you faster. Because you see, what we often do is that we'll set up our vision board, or we will make a list of what we want, or we'll pray for it, and then we go, where is it? We're looking for it. But when you're looking for it, you're declaring you don't have it. And again, it means you'll get more of what you don't have. So clarity is important with this. Because, and I just got clarity more. And you can change up what you're asking for and make it even more clear. But clarity means when you ask for something, it's already done. Be as specific as possible. If it's a certain salary, go a little above it, this or more, but ask for a certain salary. Ask for a certain colors in a home. Ask for a certain vacation spot. This new teacher that I found, she was in a car, and it was an okay car. She, it did its job. But she wanted to have a new car. She had never even driven in the car. She just knew that that was a symbol of a car that she wanted to have. So she started to know and feel herself driving in a car. And I did it before, so it's possible. You don't have to test drive the car. Though a great teacher of mine, Mike Dooley, would tell you that's better. See yourself driving it, test drive it, it's yours. Smell it. That new car smell, all of that. She did that. I'm in this car. This is the car I'm in. And this is the colors it has. And this is my lifestyle. And very soon after that, she found herself in a car. That happened to me as well. That actually did it twice. Oh my gosh, so much, probably good, 25 years ago. I was taking a walk with my son, who was very young at the time, and I saw this Cadillac sedan. It's parked on the side of the street, and it just struck me. I just went, oh. And I said to my son, my young son, he was, maybe elementary school age. I said to him, what do you think of that car? He said, I like it. It's beautiful. I went, yeah. Now, all I did at that moment was just put up rocket flares. My whole inner being connected to that vehicle. Oh, it's mine. And then shortly after that, I started driving it. Now, I didn't stay with a Cadillac. Matter of fact, someone that I've known in my life, I switched over to another brand at some point because I wanted more of an SUV, and that was the sedan. Simply it. And they actually said to me, it makes me smile because they were so honest. I like honesty, and it wasn't cruel. If you're a quote honest, but you're cruel, that's not good. But she said to me, what are you doing? You downgraded. But I didn't resonate with that because I didn't feel like I downgraded. I upgraded to an SUV. And at the time, I didn't want a big SUV like an Escalade. No, I wanted like a moderate or medium-sized SUV. So to me, I upgraded, but to her, I downgraded. So that's why it makes me smile out loud. She was entitled to her opinion, but it didn't connect with me. It didn't align with me. So you have to it didn't get to me at all. But if you ever have someone who's gives their opinion like that, let it bounce off of you. Don't let it impact you. You're not here to please anybody but yourself. And I actually stayed with that brand, and I still have that brand today. And then I manifested a few models of my current SUV a few models ago. I totally did I'm driving. I was in another car, and I was driving, and just visualizing and feeling and knowing that I was in what I wanted to be in. And then I started to see it in the old version of the car. I was like, oh my God, my naked eye is seeing the new SUV. It's coming soon. And probably within a month and a half, an event happened that put me in what I wanted. No one was harmed. And so it's very important to know that you can do that. I became the owner of that vehicle before I had it, because I was driving around in it before I had it. Now, that's easy. That's simple. You can do this. And yes, people, there are some of you that don't feel comfortable with material manifestation, but look into that. Why are you not comfortable with material manifestation? What blocks do you have? Do you feel you shouldn't ask for it? Were you taught that good people don't have more? Doesn't mean, this has been said. You are who you are. A person who becomes very wealthy will show the world who they are with that wealth. Whether they were poor or whether they're wealthy, you are who you are. So if you're a good person, having a new car or having a new home is not going to change you. It's just going to make you feel better because you're more aligned with who you are. You're feeling better. It's very important, again, to know it's already done and to let it flow. Keep money on you. Again, maybe just for tip money or just to carry it around. Know that when you look at something like I did that car that day, and you feel something inside, you've already received it. You may not see it physically yet, but it's on its way. Design it. Get ready for it. Go online and design your car. It's okay to do that. Go online and look for their vacations. Go online and read the books. Order the books. Be the student. If you want to go to a seminar, a retreat, a class, ask, are there scholarships? Can someone help me? Don't assume it's not yours because you don't see a way to do it in your naked eye life. There's always a way for something to work out. And the more you invest in yourself, the more the universe will invest in you. Now, this is simple, but is it easy? No, because we're constantly challenged by our everyday physical life. The bills arriving will tell us that we have to put money out. And maybe we don't feel all the time that we have the money to put out. Or maybe we feel our utility bill is too high or our cable bill is too high. And we feel that. And we don't know how to get it down. Yes, people would say that is the reality of living. But get into that it's already done. That you easily and effortlessly are living the life that you would ask for. It's yours. Feel it first done. Think it first done. If you have to talk about it like it's done. Don't fake it. Inauthenticity does not work. Many would tell you, don't talk. As you work on projects, as you work on success, don't talk. Just do it. Because then what you put out, you get the feedback like I did with the well-meaning friend who said, oh, didn't you just downgrade? What are you doing? So you don't want that energy around you. Even though, again, it was a negative thing at the time, in case it may become that for you, you don't want that negativity around you. So you live your life knowing what you're up to and affirming for yourself that it is already done. Now, affirmations, that helps quantum energy. If you walk around and say, I am healthy, you may every once in a while get a lab result, but you also are most likely eventually going to get better and better results, better and better signs of health. Sometimes things have to come out to show you what you need to work on with health, to get you to a place of better health. It's not always smooth sailing when you're affirming. Things have to evolve to happen. Affirm, I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am in loving relationships. I have tranquility. You don't have to always say I am. It's a very powerful statement. It's 2 words. It's literally given to us from God energy to say, to feel I am. It's the connection to instant manifestation. It's the connection to God. But always talk present works too. I have. I am in the process. It has to feel good. You have to feel like, whoa, it's moving. It's moving towards me. So affirm it. And every morning wake up with gratitude. Now there's a little bit of a differentiation. Some would tell you, before you go to bed at night, write down 10 things that you're grateful for the day. That type of thing. Some say 3. Whatever. 3, 5, 10. It doesn't matter. Start your day in gratitude. End your day in gratitude. Try to feel grateful throughout the day and milk it. Milk the gratitude. So I have some new jams on today as I talk to you. I don't mind telling you. And I got them for Christmas. And I love the top of these. They're like, I'll describe them to you so you can get it. Gosh, you don't have to, but they're snowflake, very soft tights with a fleece top as a match. And very comfy, very warm. That's why I put them on last night. They're almost too warm for average weather. But we're not in average weather right now. It's very cold. I love this top because it covers my... guys, I'm going to say it. It covers my butt. And it has plenty of room. And I didn't have to go a bigger size up. So I feel very comfortable in this. So today, as I was eating my breakfast and having my first morning coffee, I had a moment of gratitude. I love my jammies. I love this. Thank you for the ownership of this, that I own these. And that's what you do. It doesn't have to be large. It can be what you're wearing, what you ate for breakfast, a moment with a stranger. Have the gratitude. I know I've made some of you giggle, and I'm going to maybe get a comment about how you loved me sharing my jammy story. But, I want to be authentic self with you guys, and so I shared this private moment. But these moments matter. When we're in gratitude, we get more to be grateful for. We align. Believe it or not, I aligned with wealth by being grateful for my pajamas. Okay? And so, know that. Live that. Make it a practice every day. Those who are millionaires, those who are billionaires, know this is a practice every day. Now, and they keep it. No matter what happens in their life, they always bring wealth back because they know. They declare it. Even if you don't like them, they're declaring. And they get what they declare. And sometimes it boggles your mind. It's like they're declaring things that you can look and go, wow, it's not even true. But things work out. Because they're declaring that things work out for them. Declare that things work out for you. Feel it's done. Be in alignment of receiving it. Quantum energy is real. It is the scientific way of telling you how God Source works. They're all the same. Just like religion is all the same, it just talks differently each religious foundation, In other words, they all say the same thing to you in their own way. Whether they are Catholic, whether they are Protestant, whether they are, Hindu, they're going to say something that is similar because they're coming to you from their understanding from the same source. They just want to do it their own way. So, practice that this new year. You're starting a new year. It is only January 5th. Get to knowing that whatever you would ask for with clarity is already done, and then live it like it's done, and then watch the magic happen. I went a little longer today. I'm going to let you go. It's 38 minutes. But do that and give me feedback. Let me know how it's going, because I love hearing the stories. And manifestation helps when you have a group, when you have that wonderful positive feedback. Thank you so much again. All the best. Remember, if you're on YouTube listening, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for listening on every other platform. And be sure to go to my website, lisahop.com, because it doesn't matter where you are in the world. There's Zoom, there's telephone if necessary. We can connect as client and coach. So thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you next time.